And a massive fire this past weekend in northeast Columbia, spreading to 3 homes on Saturday. The house where the fire started has been determined a total loss, while the 2 other homes did suffer some significant damage. And right now, a voice from one of the fire victims' past is stepping up to help. Our Mike White is following that story tonight. Now, you talked to one of the homeowners this afternoon. What'd you find out?
Yeah, Brian, Doris Nixon was the one who owns the home where the fire started. And when I spoke to her this afternoon, she obviously was very emotional. What started off as a typical Saturday turned into tragedy for Nixon, as she was just sitting on her porch when she was being bothered by a bunch of mosquitoes. That's when she lit a mosquito candle in response and headed back inside. And that's when problems began.
The video you're looking at is Columbia fire crews putting out a massive blaze on Bradford Ridge Lane Saturday afternoon. Doris Nixon owns the on Bradford Ridge Lane where the flames started, speaking with WACH Fox News Monday about the moment everything unfolded.
I ran back in to get my keys, but it was so hot and the smoke was so thick that I couldn't stay in there, so I came back out and oh God, I watched my house go up in flames and smoke.
Investigators say a mosquito candle sparked the fire, which Nixon says she made sure was in a safe place. Once she noticed the flames, Nixon says she immediately ran to get water, but the water wasn't coming out fast enough, and the flames were moving too fast. Lost in the fire, memories of Nixon's late husband.
My neighbor came, and he was trying to pick me up and take me away from the house, but somewhere I got away from him, and I was trying to go back to get at least something that was my husband's, but I couldn't do it.
A Good Samaritan has now come into the picture to help. Malcolm Wilson, a former student of Nixon's, setting up a GoFundMe on Sunday to raise money to help her.
My grandmother lost her house in a house fire on Christmas Eve, and so I've just heard the stories about how devastating that can be for a family, and so I wanted to not just sit beside it and do nothing.
2 other homes suffering damage as well. The one to the left seeing interior damage, while the one to the right was only damaged on the outside. Columbia Fire Chief Aubrey Jenkins pointing out the limited distance in between homes and mentioning dangers that have come from previous incidents in that area.
We've gone to several fires out in that area where the houses are pretty close to one another. And very seldom do we get away with just one house burning, normally if it's built that close.
Now, Nixon tells me that as of right now, she does not have any clothes or shoes, and she just has her 2 dogs and living with her daughter. If you're interested in donating to the GoFundMe, there will be a link on our website, watch.com. Reporting in Columbia, Mike White, WACH Fox News Local First.